Hey, it's Paul Jang. Just wanted to share with you who I use for my taxes. I said it in the bookkeeping video, but essentially I use HR Block. I highly suggest them. There are accountants that will specialize in like land investing stuff. There's a couple of them. I think there's a guy named Warren. But man, when I tried booking, a more land investing specific accountant, and man, the charges were going to be a lot higher. It was going to take like a week or 2 weeks even to have a meeting with him, and I just like the personal convenience of having someone near and local. Reached out to an HR Block guy, and he was familiar. He didn't know about land investing, but he was familiar with this idea of getting passive income, right? An idea of making a sale, but those payments aren't coming in until a later time, aka installment sales. That is a key word for your tax stuff. Regular revenue is pretty standard, and if you have a job W-2, that's pretty standard too. He knows about your rentals, if you have rentals or anything like that. Most businesses, I would say, are pretty simple. Land investing is a little bit harder just because of the fact of those installment sales. But if he's familiar with it, it's not really a problem. And I use HR Block, but I'm sure some of the other tax services, I would use more of a chain. But any one of those like mom and pop shop twos, I think would be okay too. I would stay away from like the Walmart, open for a week or two during tax season. I would stay away from those. But any kind of more of established business, and if they are familiar with installment sales, there's someone that you could go to and kind of work through, and you'll show them how you run your business, and they'll figure out the numbers and exactly how to do that. My tax bill has increased over time. It started out like 500, then 700, then 1,000, etc. But then, I've gotten bigger tax returns and different savings from here and there. So, my load in terms of my deals have increased, and I'm in multiple states. So apparently there's different tax stuff that you have to know for some of these different states. You need to file it for each of them, plus your LLC if you have that. It's a little bit, so I don't mind paying the guy the $1,000 and doing it. If you're in a real tight crunch and you're not doing like a lot of numbers or anything, stick with TurboTax. It's like $30 or $40, $50, and you'll be okay. I think I did my first year, or like before, like when I didn't have that many sales, like with installment sales, like TurboTax has an option about installment sales. It's a pain. You got to figure out some ratio stuff and this and that, but it's doable. You can do it. I would not suggest that as a long-term solution, because the more and more business that you have, you'll have more and more records of people from a previous year making payments and some people stopping and this and that. So when you get to a place, maybe in your second year, if your first year you don't do that many deals, you're gonna want some kind of an accountant to do your taxes. So those are some of my thoughts. When tax season comes around, just keep it, in the back of your mind, and you'll be okay. These are minor stuff. Focus on the major things that will bring you money. Finding a deal that you could buy for $10,000 and flipping it for $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, right? These are the things that you have to get good at. So that's it. Have a good one.